person. Now, so these are the questions that you have to ask yourself. How can I finish strong? Or how can I make sure that I score a good grade by the end of my course, or by the end of my primary, or by the end of my secondary education? I normally use this analogy that education is just like a race. That when you see runners in their last lap, they normally run very fast in order for them to reach the finish line fast. So education is almost the same as that one. But here we are not competing in order for you to be the first one, or in order for you to be the best. No. But we are here to make sure that you come a final product, or a product that can be of noble use to the society in future. So the first thing for you to become a complete product by the end of your course is you identify your areas of weakness, or the areas that you have not understood, or the areas that you are weak in, and then you seek help. For example, you are a primary pupil. You have not understood a concept in science. Let me use human body reproduction. You have not understood that part very well, and you know there is a certain pupil, or there is a certain teacher who can explain it very best for you. You can look for that person in order to help you to understand that part that you have not understood well. The next thing, when it comes to getting help, if you are not stable psychologically, let me say, things are not under your control, you can seek help by talking to somebody who has gone through the same thing that you are almost going through, and by sharing it with that person, he can help you to come up with a solution of what you are passing through. So that one, seeking help, is the best way in order for you to finish strong as a student. The next thing, you avoid procrastination. If I talk of procrastination, that you are supposed to do something now, but you say I will do it tomorrow. So procrastination is a thief of time. So it is something that will help you. Procrastination normally helps students to waste much time. So as a student, you make sure that anything, or if you want to do something, do it now. If it is revising for chemistry, revise for it the time you think you should revise for chemistry. Don't say, I will revise for chemistry after breakfast. No. I will revise for biology after breakfast. No. The time you think you should do something, do it right away, so that it prevents you from preventing or doing another thing when the right time comes. What you have to take into consideration when you are preparing is to take care of yourself. Taking care of yourself means you have to have adequate sleep. When you are preparing to finish your school, or you are preparing for your final exam, have adequate sleep. Have good nutrition. Drink a lot of water. Make sure that you are well physically, you are well mentally, and you are well in all aspects of your life. You know you can't do well if you are not well in all other aspects of life. So make sure that you take care of your body in a way that you are well physically, mentally, emotionally, and all aspects of your life. That one, it will help you to win the race, or in order for you to produce the best results ever. Another point is set priorities. Let the first things be first, and let the last things be last. If you are preparing for your final exam, let preparation for exam be the first thing. Don't allow yourself that you have a girlfriend, or you have a boyfriend, and you are preparing for exam, you need to chat to them, you need to do what? No. By this time you are preparing for exam, make sure your eyes are focused to exam. You avoid anything that may tamper with your education. And this one reminds me of another point we call law of sacrifice. Anything that will add value to your anything that won't add value to you getting better grades or better marks, it is better you sacrifice them, you leave them. Anything that will deteriorate your grade, avoid those things. For example, anything that may waste your time, like watching TV or watching a movie, and it is time for you at that time you can use it for reading. Make sure that when you are preparing for your final exam, you avoid such things that may waste your time or may waste your energy. The next thing that you can do, set goals. Set goals for yourself. Let me say, by the end of this course, I will score grade A. By the end of my standard 8 exam, I will score grade B+. So make sure that you avoid. Make sure that you set your goal, and this goal helps you to stay on track. Most of the time, goal helps you to be focused and it helps you to stay on the track. So most of the time, if you have a clear goal, it will help you to, you will focus on your goal. You will always work towards achieving your goals, or you will work towards achieving your dream. So make sure that when you are preparing for your final exam, make sure you set you set a goal, and you make sure that you work towards attaining it. Then another thing is stay organized. When you are preparing for your final exam, it is your time to be organized. Don't just read in other manner. If I talk of other manner, you just read that now you are reading set book. You are reading, let me say you are reading set book Kigogo, and then the next time in a few minutes you are reading chemistry. In a few minutes you are doing CRA. It is impossible. So make sure that when you have set time to read chemistry, and then when it comes to time for reading a set book, read a set book. When time comes for you to, let me say, to handle another subject like mathematics, make sure that you are handling mathematics. And then when it comes to organization, make sure that you have you are revising your topics in an organized manner. If I say you are revising your topics in an organized manner, if you are revising chemistry, make sure that you start with the where you know as you proceed to where you don't know. So make sure that in even the topics you are revising or you are discussing, make sure that you revise them in an organized manner in order for you to avoid confusion. This time also, make sure that your notes and also your notes and the past papers that you have, you organize them in a way that you can easily retrieve them, you can easily get them. So that one will help you to that will help you to get that to retrieve information very fast when you are revising. The last thing is adjust your attitude. Attitude is a very important thing when it comes to doing well or doing better in life. Believe in yourself and make sure you trust yourself that I can do better than any other person. So make sure that when you are preparing for exam, there is a subject that you hate. I know that. There is a unit that you hate. But make sure you change your attitude a little bit, because that unit or that subject that you hate, it must be tested. So make sure when you are revising, don't say that I hate this topic because I hate this subject or I hate this topic. Make sure that you revise all the topics equally. Attitude is something that if you change your attitude, you can do